Good afternoon, happy Tuesday to all of your sunshiny faces. Guys, I did actually get a lot done today. I didn't use my planner though. I think I told you guys yesterday's vlog, I was like, oh, I need to try and use my planner and that I needed to try and like keep myself organized. I also didn't get up very early today. I went to bed early last night though, which is like the frustrating thing. But I didn't wind up waking up very early today, and then like kind of the same thing I feel like it's gonna happen tonight, because like I'm not going to bed like ridiculously early, like still at an okay, like it's only midnight right now. And it'll probably take me like less than a half hour in the shower, like I'll be asleep by 1 hopefully, but then who knows when I'm actually going to get up. So yeah, I am gonna, like I said, probably hop in the shower real quick. But I actually, guys, I got a lot done for today. I didn't do dishes or laundry or anything like that, only because I'm pretty much caught up with the laundry. Like I might be able to kind of do a load, but it'd be a small load, and like why waste the energy and the water and all that kind of stuff. Even though our washing machine's really smart and it like auto detects how long it should take to run like that size load versus it being like a full size load or whatever, but still, like I'd rather just have a full size load to run it instead of it being like a half a load or like 3/4 of a load. And then the dryer does the same thing too. It like auto detects if the clothes are dry or not. Sometimes it doesn't always do like a great job, and sometimes I might have to put it in for like an extra handful of minutes. Like I said, just if it like, if I've noticed that some of the clothes are still kind of damp, it might think that they're done and they're really not, so I put them in for like another 20 minutes or so. Whereas like normally it winds up taking like an hour or so to like run a full load of in the dryer. I think it takes like a little bit longer than an hour, but our washer and dryer are like really big, so they can hold really big loads. Whereas like I remember doing the laundry before we got the new washer and dryer, guys. Honestly, I'd have to do like what I can do like now in like 1 load would probably wind up being like 2 loads, so that's pretty good. Instead, I'm cutting my laundry I'm cutting what I have to do in half now, which is pretty good. So I didn't get to any of that stuff though, but I probably actually could run a load of dishes. It's just we didn't really like have anything for dinner tonight because I woke up so late, so I didn't have like a whole ton of stuff I needed to wash. But what I did end up doing was I did all my produce prep for this week, which was awesome. So I cut up, I actually cut up like all the oranges. I cut up all of the bell peppers that were in the refrigerator. I cut up, and like with the oranges, I cut up the leftover oranges, like ones that are like from like maybe 2 weeks ago or like over a week ago, like the older ones, because Jack likes to eat them chopped up and he doesn't like to eat just a plain orange. My mom doesn't like to eat chopped up oranges. She likes to eat them just plain. So the fresher ones I leave for my mom, and then by the time if she hasn't eaten them all, then I chop them up for Jack. And so I just needed to get to that though, because we had I think like maybe 2 bags or so of oranges to cut up. So I cut those up, and then I also cut up the broccoli and cauliflower that was in the fridge. I also cut up the lettuce with all the salad stuff and the cucumber and tomatoes. And I also made the parfaits. The only thing is that I didn't realize we were out of granola. After I was done doing the parfaits, I went to go get the granola to add to them, and I was like, oh my gosh, we don't have any granola. So normally I like separate them, like I do all of the like yogurt and like berries in like one little jar, and then I do the granola in a separate jar. And we were apparently out of granola, and so they're just parfaits with no granola. So I'm gonna have to ask my dad if he can't pick up some like granola at Aldi, or I saw they had Special K granola at Dollar Tree, which I actually think is cheaper, so I might ask him to go and pick that stuff up so that those parfaits can actually be eaten with granola. If not, I don't know if my dad would eat them without like just as yogurt. I don't know why it wouldn't be like that big of a deal. Honestly too, when I used to order like the parfaits from McDonald's. I would order them, but like they give you like the chopped up nuts to add with them, and I used to always eat the nuts separate. I didn't like eating them with the like parfait, so I'd always have just like the yogurt and like the berries in there, and then I'd have like the nuts separate. So yeah, if my dad wants to have them, because I think he's really the only one that'll eat them. Matthew might if they're still here like over the weekend, which they might last that long. But yeah, so I did that, and then I was going to do my like salad prep, like do the berries and spinach salads for this week, but I just kind of ran out of time because I also got all of the blog post stuff. All of the hauls were all posted yesterday, and so was the videos, but I did all of the, what's it called, the like the pictures and stuff like that all shared across social media. And then I also ended up doing, I actually pre-did the Aldi list that I'll have up tomorrow, and I also finished my countdown to savings for this week as well. So I actually got a lot of stuff done, and on top of that too, I also ended up editing one vlog, but the thing was that I could only do one because I actually had to switch over SD card so I could get the footage for the next one. So that's why I only ended up getting to one. So I'll probably do like another, at least one tomorrow, or hopefully get to 3 if I can. That would be awesome. But I did end up getting to that. So this SD card now has more space because I got some off of the footage off of here, and then the other one that I had in is now on that one. But the problem was that like I kept switching between SD cards. It wasn't like I kept using one until it was like completely full because of the hauls. So like if I was editing hauls on one SD card that I had already recorded them on that one, then I would take them out and switch. So I kept switching like every few days, and so like the footage is like a part of it's like on that. I might have like a few days on that one and then switched, and then I have a few days on this one, and then I have a few days back on that one, and then another few days. So I have to go back and forth between the SD cards, which is a little bit frustrating because like I said, like where I was that I got one off of here, get the other one off of that SD card. So I ended up doing that. Yeah, I actually like, I don't know guys, I really kind of want to do dishes just because I don't want to have a huge heaping pile of them to do for tomorrow, but I also want to get to bed early so I can wake up early, because I really haven't been like lately. But I feel like I got a lot of stuff done for today, which was awesome. I also was thinking about doing a Menards haul for this week too, and so I kind of wanted to do like a weekly deals post on that. But I don't know guys, I also kind of want to do that for Jewel also, but I also don't know about that either. So I don't know, we'll have to see. I feel like it's easier for me to make my list if I've already done the deals, even if it's something that I'm like, oh, I don't know that I'm going to do that, but I still like sharing them like ahead of time. So it's a good thing, like I said, I got that Aldi one already done, and that will be actually scheduled for tomorrow morning. I'll probably wind up sharing the blog post then tomorrow too once I wake up. Which again, depending on when that is, could be early in the morning, like right when I end up, when it's scheduled for, or else it could be later in the afternoon. But I actually was watching the Hawks game, so while I was sitting there watching that, I got a whole bunch of that stuff done, and I'd like get like a little bit done on my computer, then I go up, do some of the produce prep, then I go back, get a little bit more done on my computer, get back up, do some more produce prep stuff or whatever else I had to do in the kitchen. So I didn't feel like I was just like sitting in front of my computer for forever. And then when I was doing the produce prep stuff, I came back in here so my Mac could charge, and then would go back out in there, so it was like never like, I was able to spend more time because it was never completely like dead for me using like the full battery up and then having to go and charge it. I was able to do it more in like increments, and so it was charging while I was doing something else. So that actually ended up working out well, so I felt like I got a lot more time out of it and being able to do that, and like I said, using that a little bit more efficiently. And then on top of that too, it wasn't like I was standing for like, you know, 2 hours trying to do all this produce prep. I was able to go do it for like 20 minutes or something like that, and then come back, and then go do another like 20 minutes and then come back. So yeah, I felt like that worked out well for me today in getting that stuff done. But I feel like there's still a lot of other things that I need to get done too. Like at least I have the Christmas stuff down in my room, but there's other things too that I need to tidy up. Like my desk, I feel like I need to clean up. I feel like like there's lots of other like cluttery things. Like I need to get my floor cleaned up. I need to get some of my stuff on this chair put away too, which there isn't a lot of clothes right now, which is good, but like there's still a decent amount that I need to clean that off and put the clothes away that are on there. And then there's other stuff too. I'm like, I need to sweep the floor in my room because I honestly guys, the dogs first off are shedding like crazy, and on top of that too, there's like little strings from all of their toys, like their rope toys and stuff like that. I think I've told you guys this too before. They absolutely love to tear apart whatever like rope toy they're chewing on and pull every little string out. So there's tons of just little strings all over my floor. But yeah, it's also been, I think I told you guys it was raining yesterday, and everybody was posting pictures of like how pretty like the branches and stuff like that look outside, because they ended up, like I said, it rained last night, but then it like froze over, so everything that was like wet would like froze, and so like it looked like there was like ice spirals and stuff like that. There was like ice all across like branches, and like just on top of our garbage can too. There was just like ice, like a sheet of ice over that. I saw somebody shared too like a picture of like a stop sign, like there was just a sheet of ice over like a stop sign. And Jack said too that it was too slippery out today, he couldn't even walk to the bus, so my mom actually ended up driving him, which like all the roads and stuff like that were fine because they were salted. The problem is that like nobody between like last night and like during the day today, even us too, nobody shoveled like any sidewalks or, you know, driveways and stuff like that. So it's like impossible for Jack to get to school, to walk to the bus without slipping and falling. So he asked my mom to take him to school, so she ended up taking him to school this morning and drove him there instead of him taking the bus. But then on top of that too, I think it was snowing also again, which guys, like seriously, I am done with snow. Like honestly, we haven't not had like it when it was raining, like we still had like big like chunks of like the ice that has like, you know, been stacked up from like places where people are shoveling or like on the streets or whatever. We still had like a little bit of snow, but honestly I remember there being like a lot of winters, especially in February and like January and stuff like that, where like there wouldn't be snow, and it wouldn't be like snowy, like wet, rainy out or anything like that. It'd be like dry, like but cold, but like dry out and stuff like that. And when there isn't snow on the ground, then it's like just wet, like it's raining or the snow's melting or something like that. But it's not like just like dry, like the pavement's dry and everything like that, or like the grass is like, I mean, still muddy because it's like winter out, you know, and stuff like that, and the snow melts and stuff. But like just like it not being like, if there isn't already snow on the ground, then it's raining or it's going to snow. Like we haven't had like a week period of time where like nothing's happened, where like the pavement and stuff like that has started to like dry out. Like when I'm going to the grocery store too, I'm like walking in puddles, or else I end up walking in like, you know, giant heaps of snow trying to get out of the car. Like it can still be cold out, I don't mind that so much. It's just like it doesn't have to be all snowy or slushy or rainy out. Like I just don't want that. Like I don't even mind if it's cold, like not all the added like water and snow and slush and all that kind of stuff that winds up in the streets. And like I said, even just trying to get from the car to like into the grocery store, I'm like, should I wear rain boots or should I wear snowshoes? But if I wear my snow boots, then I'm gonna wind up with water in them because it's like partially raining out, and like it's just, it doesn't know what it wants to do. So yeah, we definitely do. It is snowing out right now because there's more snow all over everything. So that's lovely, guys. Like I said, I kind of just, like I said, I don't mind if it's cold out. I don't mind the cold, to be totally honest with you guys. I just don't like the snow and or like the rain. And if it's going to rain, I don't mind that so much, but I like fall, spring, and summer rain. Not rain in the winter, because then that turns into like freezing rain and sleet and like all that kind of stuff that was like doing yesterday. I don't mind rain in the other 3 seasons, but in winter I don't like rain, and I don't necessarily like the snow. I don't mind it for like a short period of time, but I feel like it's just has not gone away ever since January. Like it is just whatever, like second week of January, we've not had snow. There has been snow consistently on the ground. So yeah, guys, I'm ready for it to be gone. And like I said, I was so happy when it was like started melting and stuff like that. I was like, yay, like it's starting to feel like spring. And I don't mind so much because it still is February, but like if it's gonna snow, then melt, then come back again like a few days later, then melt again, like I feel like I wouldn't mind that so much. It's just it won't go away. Now I'm done with it. I'm over it, and I want it to be like March, April already and be nice spring weather, and I can get out into my garden. Wouldn't that be lovely? Anyways, I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.